Hello everybody, welcome to the stream, back on hardcore again. So we're kind of like in the middle of things. As you can see, there's a lot of netherrack and stuff around. I kind of want to polish everything, get it all finished. I mean, finished is obviously ridiculous, we've got way more work to do, but like, these paths are like in the middle of being done. We've got some trees, but not all of them. This kind of thing is the thing that I want to do on today's stream. I'm of course going to mention it's stream number 69. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I kind of just want to get on and do stuff. So the first thing is that I want to get some andesite and gravel, and I want to finish off these parts. Being a space first. Yes, you are. Hello, how you doing? Let's grab some stuff. Now, the other thing I want to mention is that the floor looks a bit different in this place, and it's not because I did some crazy work off camera or something like that. Never do that. I've got a new texture pack. I think I mentioned it last stream, but I couldn't really show it off in the way that I wanted to. It's the polished blocks. I customized a texture pack, and specifically followed a tutorial from someone that I don't remember, unfortunately. Why do I sound dead? Bruh, okay. I mean, I'm not, but, you know. I guess I'm slightly ill, that might be it, but yeah, whatever. Either way. I guess I was, oh, whatever. Yeah, I'm ill and stuff. Whatever. Either way, I created this pack by hand. Actually, I retextured the andesite by hand, built the pack up. I think it looks really good. It's borderless, so if we've got like lots of it next to itself, it looks pretty good. And I can also show you the other ones that I did. So over here, you can see the blackstone. This is not blackstone, this is deep clay. Always get them mixed up, but yeah, the deep slate. So now the wall looks good again. This wall was originally created with this style of texture in mind, and after a while I stopped using that texture pack for various reasons, and now it's back and I'm super happy because the wall looks good again. Similarly over here, the blackstone, the polished blackstone looks good as well. I'm so happy about this. It just looks good again. There was quite a while where I was kind of like annoyed that it didn't look as good as it could, but now I've actually put some effort in, made the pack, and it looks good. So yeah, super happy with that. Now I'm gonna get on and do some paths. So this is quite an easy one. We might have to repair our tools later as well. I don't actually know. We have a useful farm to repair tools with, because of course I'm running with shaders again, so it's quite rare that I don't run with shaders, so it means I can't use the raid farm. That's actually super annoying. I should probably like do some testing and figure out why the raid farm doesn't work when I'm running shaders, but at the same time I kind of don't care enough. But yeah, let's kind of just make a space to work with. I mean, I'm bad at the game today. I guess I've been running with some mods and stuff. I'm doing some other stuff, so yeah. I guess I could probably talk about that actually. I've been doing a lot of testing and playing on creative worlds and stuff like that recently, because of Whimsicraft. Because of Whimsicraft, I have been, yeah, building lots of stuff in creative, doing lots of testing, doing quite a lot of redstone stuff, which is a bit of a rarity for me to actually properly do some redstone building. In case you're wondering, I will not be revealing what the redstone is. Multiple reasons, I guess. One is it's not really my project. It's a joint project between me and a couple of other people, so I don't want to release any information about the project before they're ready to. It's all like on the Whimsicraft Discord, it's all like in the private channels and stuff, like we're being really careful not to talk about our plans too much. But I was doing some redstone stuff, and I was using a mod called Axion, which is a like enhanced creative mod. That sounds odd, but it essentially, when you're in creative mode, it kind of just helps you. It gives you a bunch of different tools and stuff to allow you to like build easier. It's actually a really, really good tool, I will say. It's probably one of my favorite. I'm not going to do the path like this. I've got it like splitting out here. I'm going to do it like that. But it's just a generally really nice. I met Crystal. Hello. How you doing? How you doing? Just yapping about a mod called Axiom, which I've been using to do some testing and building some paths. So the thing about Axiom that I just love is it's so intuitive. Like you press Alt, left Alt, and it just brings up a big menu of little things to help you build in creative mode. Like you can like extend your reach and like fly through blocks and stuff like that. I'm new. I thought you were. It's always a funny thing. I'm terrible at remembering people. Unless people like specifically go, oh yeah, remember me. So there are some quite funny instances of people coming into stream and saying hi, and I'm like, welcome, and they're like, I was here last time. I was like, oh, my bad. So yeah. Either way, welcome. This is my hardcore world. It's pretty cool. Even if I do say so myself. It's definitely the coolest world I've had in a very long time. There are some like 2012 Minecraft worlds that I've had that I honestly think I might piece to resistance. No, they were fairly awful, but you know, nostalgia and all that. It's so annoying. Building a path in hollow land is so annoying. I don't think people quite understand how painful this is. Very funny. Zero announcement from Whimsicraft. Ah, amazing. Yeah. Whimsicraft is like all I can think about currently. Is crazy. Like I have the Discord server like open all the time, and it's basically all I think about. Is like, what can I do for Whimsicraft? Because I'm so excited for it. Again, I can't release dates and stuff like that because, you know, got to keep it a surprise for the non-members and all that. But yeah, the fact that everyone right now is doing testing and building and all sorts of that kind of stuff, I think is quite telling. So yeah. Okay, I don't want a path block. This part here is quite tricky. When you build a path right on the edge of a hill, it's quite hard to make it feel like it's in the land in the same way that it is down here. So I've got to be quite careful to try and build this up. But of course this does run through an absolute megaton of these blocks, so you need to be vaguely careful not to overuse them. Okay, that's fine. I think I can probably like change it up later, but I am a fan of how this is coming along. Okay, a slab for the corners? Maybe I could put some slabs in. The only thing is, because there aren't gravel slabs, it might get a bit heavy on the andesite, but I'll do that later. This is more about just getting something down, some paths down. Now you can see I've kind of got this path trailing off to nowhere. But because I can have a garden back here and a house here, I think it will work pretty well to have a full solid path down. Because some areas I'm going to have path blocks. Over here you can see that some of these are actually connected with path blocks. For this building, I'm actually not a fan of having the path blocks, but there are some that I think will work better. Like this house. This house, I don't know if you can tell, I hope you can tell, but it's a bit smaller, it's a bit less grand than the other builds in the area. It's supposed to be a more, I don't like to say it, but a bit more of a lower class house compared to like the Great Hall, which is made with like the most regal looking wood ever, and then like huge grand place. So I feel like having a full stone path though, it would not be in the theme. So I think path is better, and then here needs roads. So like over here would have roads. Making a kingdom. Yeah, let me have a fly out for you so you can kind of appreciate the scale of this build very quickly. That's always something when you're inside the build, you can never really appreciate how huge this is. But yes, it is a kingdom. This is just the castle of the kingdom. there's going to be, it's massive, yeah. It took months just to build the walls, and then each building has taken a long time. When I say months, I don't stream that often, so that doesn't help too much. But yeah, these builds are pretty massive, and the scale is only going to get bigger as we continue going. And that sounds crazy to think that this place is going to be bigger, but yeah. Around the outside of this, I'm going to have like fields and farms and towns and a little village and a trading area and all sorts, dockyard with ships, everything. Everything that you could possibly think to include in a kingdom is probably going to be in this base. Why is this hill hollow? Well, I mean, I know why it's hollow because I didn't make it not hollow, but it's very annoying. Hey Tram, how you doing, man? Ubers. That's a new one. I've heard a lot of different nicknames for me, but that's a new one. I like it. Yeah, good. How I am, as you can tell, pretty ill, but I kind of only really noticed when someone was like, "Hey, you sound like you're dying," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I kind of do." Yeah, I'm alright. I'm kind of slightly annoyed because all the redstone that I've been doing for Whimsicraft, their thing that I was making, I don't want to mention it because, surprise and all that, but I built it, I tested it, and it didn't work because of a very stupid issue with the observers observing something twice. So essentially I have to put a T flip-flop in there, which is just going to really, really increase the price of the machine, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate for the person who's building it. I don't know if I'm going to be the one building that system or it'll be someone else. It kind of depends, because it's a community project that I'm working on. It might change who's working on stuff, or I don't know. It's going to be talked about later, so yeah, we'll see. I'm just going to support the gravel. Yeah. Well, this path, happy with it. It's such a classic path design. Like, yeah, I'm maybe not being so creative with the path. Like, this path design has been used by literally every single person who's ever made a medieval base like this, but at the same time, it's just the best design. I learned new stuff about railless minecarts. They have to go counterclockwise. Ah, interesting. That was your short, wasn't it, that you made about railless minecarts? Yeah, that's actually a really interesting thing. I would recommend other people in chat, if you're interested about what railless minecarts mean, go on Tram's channel and look at it. It's odd. We were playing around with it a while ago, and it's interesting. Certainly strange. Let me listen real quick. Okay, yeah, now we've got something. I'm trying not to be too strict on making this random, because the more strict you are on making it random, the bigger chance it is you're going to accidentally create patterns. That's something that I learned from building up these walls. As you can see, that there is variation in the gradient, and that gradiented variation I learned a lot. The very first bits that I did, right down here, I'm pretty sure the first bit I did was here. This was actually really bad and had a bunch of like checkerboard patterns and stuff in it. And then over time, as you like fly over to this part of the wall, it gets a lot better. I did change it, but overall, it was a lot easier to build this part of the wall. Oh, the strings rendering in, no. That's the one thing about this build, you have to look at it from far away, otherwise the string renders in and it looks a bit strange. That's also something that's going to be an issue with my starter base for Whimsicraft, is that I'm going to be building with concrete powder. So that's going to be pain. I did just see an Enderman in here. I'm going to remove him from the premises real quick. Or not, apparently. Where'd you go? Why are you walking so weirdly? Is that Enderman just like completely discombobulated by these? It's just carpets. What? Yeah, no, that Enderman was struggling. But, yeah. Let's put this in. There are also, like, some path blocks here, which I'll remove later. Oh, for Christ's sake. Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of annoying me, like, saying everything's got to be a surprise, because now I kind of really want to talk about all the stuff I've been designing, but I can't. I won't be convinced to talk about my plans. I don't know why I dug up that path, because that's going to actually be path blocks. Probably going to be like that. But talk about it. Yeah. I guess, like, technically my start base I could, but I don't want to. But not be good. I mean, it's just my start base. The big plans, no, I'm not even tempted to talk about that, because they're so insanely cool that I will not be spoiling them. I'm getting there with the parts now, I think. I don't think I've got much left. I've got this one down here to do. This is the last one, I believe. And then we've got a full, like, road setup, I guess. I keep calling it parts, but it really is roads. Probably actually be collecting these grass blocks, because, you know, I am, like, placing them straight back down again. Yeah. There is an interesting thing that I need to kind of discuss with my community, and it's with starting next week I will be streaming way more. I'll be streaming twice the amount that I normally do, which is very awesome, and I'm very excited for it. However, once that ends, in 4 months, whatever it is, yes, I have the longest holiday known to man. It's incredible. I'm very lucky to go to university and have long holidays, but once that ends, there'll be like multiple different series that I'll be in the middle of. Specifically, there'll be like 3 different things that I'll be doing. And then when I go back to streaming twice a week, how will I choose? I feel like that's something that I'll discuss with my Discord server. No, promo and all that. Because those people who are like OGs of the channel and stuff and know about streaming, I don't like that. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Said your starter base in winter grass is concrete powder. Yeah. It works really well in certain gradients. I think it looks a lot better than just concrete by itself, because it's got that little bit of texture. So yeah, I'll be using some concrete powder. Not like loads, but you know, just enough to add some interest to the build. Beyond that, the starter base, I actually have no plans. Like, I've been considering things, but I haven't really set my eyes on one particular thing. I'm gonna fly out and look at this real quick, because I think it's looking good now. Now we've got full roads in. Yeah, they look. I like how they feel organic. Like the roads were put there in stages. Like they weren't just planned first. Because like if I planned a city, I would have like checkerboard roads, like perfect lines, and then have buildings between them. Like that would be the smartest way to do it. But with paths like this, it just feels a bit more lived in. Like the paths were made by necessity rather than by planning. Another way to make concrete powder flows, you can do 2-block tall grass and then... Oh, yes, I do remember that. You can do it with any 2 tall blocks, can't you? You can do it with grass, you can do it with... I feel like rose bushes and stuff like that are better. Because tall grass, you have to like bone meal, you can't like obtain it as a block, I seem to remember. Whereas roses and lilacs and stuff, you can. But yeah, I do remember that. That might be better, because the string is kind of ugly. It does mean that I will have to be extremely careful placing things inside my house, because if I accidentally misclick, my house will fall down. So, you know, there's all the walls of my house, not my entire house. It's not built on concrete powder, but you get it. You get what I mean. Like, there could be an issue there. I guess I'll decide later. Rose bushes, sunflowers, lilacs, peonies, yeah. Exactly. So, now I think, because I'm kind of procrastinating doing trees, I think I'm just gonna put some lanterns in. I think that'd be nice. I'm not exactly sure how to do the lanterns, but we'll do some stuff. I'm gonna make sure to include strings somewhere in my base. Why? What's up with string? Including string is a pain because getting a lot of it is actually annoying. Like these walls, these layers have string underneath, and it goes all the way around, and that's about 9 stacks of string or something silly. And no, it's way more than that. It was like a shulker of string, and I had to make a whole farm just for that. It was very annoying. But I won't be making a string duper. There's always going to be that one person who's like, oh, just make the string duplicator. No, I do not duplicate. That is one thing. The only thing I duplicate is TNT. And I use it for destruction. I don't use it to make farms. Especially as now there's been an update with the blocks. In the end, yes, the end platform can break blocks now. So if you build farms in the end, you don't need to use TNT duping. You can just break it with the end portal, which I think is way cooler. One is cooler, and 2, it's not duplicating. And then you can make wool into string. Oh yeah, turning the recipe backwards. Yeah, that would be nice. I agree. But I guess it would kind of make spider spawners completely obsolete. Like, they're not used very much. But at that point, they wouldn't be used at all. I'm trying to figure out what to use. I guess we'll use spruce fences. Maybe on top of logs. What about this? So, like here, my idea would be to have, like here, have a log, and then fences going up, and then the lantern underneath. Obviously, that's way too short, but this idea, I think it works best. I guess technically I could have a chain in between, but I don't think it's necessary. I think that just works by itself. Maybe the log should be above the ground. Do we prefer that? Or a strip log? I'm not really a fan of the strip log. I'm not sure why. I think it's like really samey with the texture. I think that above the ground is best because it kind of has some dark and light. So you have this contrast. I mean, contrast is always nice. Adds a lot to builds very easily. Like here we have the contrast, the dark with the light windows, like that kind of thing. It just helps with the build in general. So let's get a bunch of spruce logs and lanterns and fences. TNT is faster? I don't know if it is, because with the end portal you can just be constantly passing items through, so it can be instant breaking, which is faster than a TNT duper, because a TNT duper has the delay of the piston going back and forth. So I feel like the end portal might be faster. Obviously you can't use it quite so much, but for every now and again it might be much better. Okay, looks like we don't have any spruce, which is all good. I will get some. Not gonna mine a forest. The reason why I don't like mining spruce forests is because it's annoying. No, the trees are smaller, so what I like to do instead is get bone meal and saplings, and then go into the nether, where I have a place, some podzol down. The reason why I do it in the nether is because if you grow the trees, you get the podzol, and I don't want it to mess up this land, because this I'm gonna like use. Obviously right now it's a broken, disgusting looking area that's just like storage for my rubbish. Down here it's a bunch of villagers. Like it's just stupid. Except I'm not wrapped in here. There we go. And then I've got like villagers and stuff. Like this is all going to be moved, so yeah. I have a random sniffer, but annoyingly I only have one. I have Biffa the sniffer, but I only have one. He's just sitting in a minecart. And I'll have a house for him somewhere else, I think. Maybe I'll have a big barn, and inside there the sniffers will live. Because I do want to make a sniffer farm, because the seeds are quite cool. I won't use them in this build because they're too magical and fantastical, but having a good supply of torch flowers would actually be really cool. Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to get a couple of stacks of logs quite easily. Why is it that type of tree? The leaves. I guess it guarantees a sapling profit, but spruce trees are one of these ones that are really good for saplings. Like jungle trees, you can sometimes get scammed by the tree and not be able to make another one, but spruce trees are good. Is wood at the top? No, I grabbed it. Let's go in. Yeah. Also, spruce trees are good because you get over a stack of logs, which is just so good. Yeah, I'm so speedy at mining that you just can't see on stream. It's incredible. That was a tall one, by the way. Stacking 24 is... Stacking 29 is, like, really good. I killed that pigman purely out of spite. Like, it wasn't even trying to attack me. I just... But I'm blind. Yeah, so am I. Literally wearing glasses. I cannot see a thing. Yeah. It's one thing, odd. Like, I don't play anymore, but I used to play quite a lot of, like... Skywars and stuff like that, and my vision did not improve, like my game vision and stuff like that, like seeing people attacking me did not improve. I am still blind as a bat in the game. It is terrible. We're all blind, let's go. That's what I get for sitting in front of a monitor for 23 hours a day. Not quite that much, because I do sleep, but you know, and eat. I'm a fan of eating. There we go. That's not going to be enough fences, is it? Let's make a couple more. Alright, that'll be enough. Exactly a stack. Oh, that's satisfying. Oh. 3 hours a day. Nah, 23. I've once been on a PC for 14 hours in a day for a whole week. Oh, that's me every summer, dude. Come on. IELTS play. No. I'm kidding. No, I just have no life, so I can stay on my PC for a long time. Come on, why can't I... Let me bounce on top of here. Yeah, come on, lag. There we go. Let's go. How tall should this be? Probably like this. And then maybe have 2. That's good. That feels like the right scale. Not taller than the trees, not taller than the buildings, but certainly taller than the player. I was trying to complete a game in a whole week, which I did. 100% completion. Games like that, where it's like a open world adventure. I don't know what the exact name for them is. Like, come on, there we go. I guess I need to standardize the height of this because I feel like that's 1 block taller. Either way, games like Breath of the Wild. I never really get into those games. I don't know why. I guess they're just not really my style. Ah, it was the right height. What a scam. Okay. Let's do this. This needs to be 2 blocks taller. 1, 2. And there we go. Yeah. Honkai. Ah, okay. I've literally only heard of Honkai from like random YouTubers being sponsored by them. I have no idea what the game is. Yeah. I want to finish Resident Evil 8 in a day. Yeah. You guys have such good taste in video games, and I'm just like, Minecraft only. I guess like Literaria, but you know. That's essentially the same thing. How tall are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So 4 and then 5. If I just counted fences by glancing at them, that would be impressive. 1, 2, 3. Yes, okay. Yeah, I like this design. It's very simplistic, but it's good. I've heard of Genshin. Oh yeah, I've heard of Genshin, of course. Again, never played Genshin, but you know what, this one, I think I want it to be a different shape, but yeah, Tram, I see that you're leaving. I appreciate you stopping by. Enjoy your editing. See ya. Now I can finally replace these torches with something that looks good. Be about this, because I don't really hate how torches look. Also, the texture pack that I have for the logs, I say texture pack, it's just one texture, I guess, but the texture that I have for the logs, it looks really good with this design, because it, like, the circles, like, hold the fence is good. It does look good. I appreciate that, Taki. Also, I guess, welcome. How you doing? Have a mod, let's go. It's funny, last stream, I was like, no, could do with a mod, but it's all good. Yeah. I like simultaneously don't want to overdo the lamps, but also I do want it to be spawn proof here, so I do kind of need to be careful of that. But does it have to be spawn proof? I guess I can do the old moss carpets strategy. I really need to happen last stream. Oh, I just had a troll in chat that I just like instant banned. It's just annoying because, you know, I've got to log out the game, click off the game and stuff, but I don't care. It was funny. And there we go. The good thing about these is they look good even if you're up here. I play Genshin, Honkai, all with 20,000 hours. You have 13,000 hours in Genshin. Oh. That's what I have in Minecraft, and I've been playing for like years. What? It's insane. Yeah, nah, I guess I don't really have the luxury of being able to play for that many hours a day most of the time. Can I play Honkai? Alright. I need to check the light levels around here. They're actually alright. So over here, the light level is 0. So, yeah. Playing Genshin for 3 years. Wait, you have 13,000 hours in 3 years. That's crazy, dude. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna put another house here, so I'm gonna terraform this inwards. Good thing about doing this is that I can kind of plan where I want the houses to go. Like, definitely want one in this space. It's a good space. Because what I can do is I can kind of re-terraform it a bit to, you know what, I'm going to use grass blocks. Kind of pull it out a bit, make the space a bit more square. And now I've actually got a really good space for a house. Again, I probably can't fit one of these big ones. This is another space for a smaller house, but really hope I didn't peek the mic then. My bad. Apparently I am ill. Oh well. Yeah, my voice will sound bad for this stream. I apologize. 13,584 hours in Genshin in 3 years. That is dedication. And maybe having too much time on your hands? 566 days, yeah. That's, yeah. Impressive, but also, what? This area here, do you think we can fit a house here, or would it be better as a tree? Because currently I have a tree planned, and then I might have some like benches and flowers here. Or is it better to stuff a house in? I think I do kind of want to have this area as a garden. I think it'd be better. You can kind of take advantage of this elevation change and have a garden. Not really try and cram a house in. Like, yeah, I want this place to feel quite busy with the amount of houses, but at the same time I do want to make sure that it's, like, livable. I'm going to be looking at this base a lot, so I do want it to be, like, passable. Yeah. I think I'm kind of happy with wait, can we do some more lighting? I'm trying to think, because I want to achieve a couple of different things, so 4,000 on Honkai, 7,000 on the other Honkai. Okay. That's not quite so egregious. I can understand putting that many hours. Stop talking about it. All good. All good. It's fun. fun, because I'm like so closed, just like I play Minecraft and nothing else. It's quite cool to hear about like other games and stuff like that, because I just don't know what happens in the rest of the gaming community at all. Like, I guess technically I watch a bit of like Valorant stuff, but I certainly am not part of the community in the same way that I am for Minecraft. Yeah. Let's play Fortnite. That's unfortunate. No. Nah, I'm kidding. I don't know about Fortnite. I guess all I know about Fortnite is that it's kind of making kids think that popular characters come from Fortnite, even though they don't. That's kind of like the only proper meme I've heard about it. I play so much Fortnite and I'm still terrible. I guess I could say that about me in Minecraft PvP. I am horrendous at PvP. Like, still, I would say I'm still better than average, but that's just because the average person plays on a phone, and yeah, that just is kind of unfortunate for them. I'm going to put some stuff away, and then I'm going to get some oak leaves out and do some play Fortnite since chapter 1. Person is a gaming OG. Crazy. I've played Minecraft for like 10 years, and that's kind of it. Yeah. Yeah. Do the fun task of sorting out stuff. Yay. I do this all the time, and my inventory is still always full of rubbish. Great. Like, the number of people that I'm fairly certain would just be throwing this stuff out. Played Fortnite on Xbox, switched to PC, and then quit. Played every chapter. Account is leveled. I don't know what that means. That sounds like a high number, but for some games, that's not that high of a number, and for some games, that's just comically huge. I don't know. It does sound like a lot, though. I guess maybe I'm a bit too studious to play a game to death like that. I don't know. I do make sure I like actually study instead of playing video games for every millisecond of my life that I have free. Like, I watched the video that Tom Enid released about how he like became famous, and I was like, oh, maybe I can learn something about doing YouTube from him. He was like, do YouTube for every second of your life that you're not at school or not sleeping. And I was like, okay, no, that's psychotic. I'm not doing that. So all the season levels combined. I don't know what that means, but very cool. Yeah, I want to build more of these trees. I like how a couple of these are. I just did notice that this doesn't look so good. But yeah, I want to build more of these. I kind of have designated these big squares as big trees. Like, if you see over here, I've got, this is I guess a small tree because it's got the smaller log, whereas over here they've got the really thick logs because they're bigger trees. So I think I'll be doing some big ones here. Hopefully we've actually got some resources. Okay, that'll do. We'll run through these leaves pretty speedily, but you know, it's all good. Need some of these. I guess I'll make some. I don't know how much I'm gonna need. Not a glue. Guess I'll organize my hotbar like this. It's very rare that I don't have a pickaxe in my hotbar, but you know, I only do oak leaves for the oak trees. Yeah, I think it looks better as isolated oak on these. I have done a different tree design for my starter base, which did use variated leaves, and I did quite like it, but for this one I'm not so sure. Is there another leaf that works good with oak? I always think that oak is quite nice by itself. Like, birch and spruce are a bit meh, but oak I always think is good enough. Jungle, that's quite bright. Is that? Actually, I can get jungle leaves, hold on. Mangrove, I'm not a fan of. Generally, I kind of just don't really like mangrove. I like the wood, the leaves kind of, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Not quite so much of a fan of them. But, yeah, let's get some jungle placed and see what it looks like. Yes, I'll, the only thing with this that's quite tricky is they're all floating leaves, so it might be a bit difficult to add them. Yeah, these big spots here, I don't know what they are. Are they supposed to be like fruit of some description? If they are, do they kind of look like unripe apples? Season has just reset my rank, so I've been playing more than normal. I think I can use these extremely sparingly, and they look like apples. Like unripe apples, but I have a feeling that if I overdo this, they'll look out of place. We can variate a couple in. Yeah, you kind of really can't see them, but you know, that's, yeah. You know what? You have opened my eyes. I like this a lot. I'm gonna grow in a couple. They're just barely noticeable. I remember seeing them used as a prank in a video where it was like, something's different with this video, what is it? And it was that they'd replaced one oak leaf with a jungle leaf. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Because the thing is that if we have too much jungle, because the leaf shape is different, it will look like the tree is made out of two different types of leaf. Of course, the bushes on the floor will stay just oak. They might technically be better as acacia, because then I can have the flower, not acacia, azalea, with the flowering azalea, but honestly, I think the tone of green doesn't work. Like when you build with tuff and mossy cobblestone, and use moss and azalea and all that together, it looks great. But when you introduce moss with like normal grass, I personally think the colours are kind of odd. I cannot reach. Once again, I am complaining that my character is short. Me being tall in real life and literally complaining that a character in a game is short. Green concrete powder. I've seen the use of green concrete powder a lot. I think green concrete powder is really good when it's like a lawn. And you're like trying to, oh yeah, you can't play scaffolding, can you? No, I have to get a pickaxe out. God dang it. I don't know why I took my totem out of my hand. That's the one thing about hardcore, is that I do keep a totem with me. Like nowadays I could probably not keep a totem, but when I was like first playing in the world, I was like, I need to have a totem with me all of the time, otherwise I will die. And I have popped a totem twice, I believe. Both times I was clearing out this area and multiple mobs came and attacked me at the same time, and I wasn't prepared. I ended up dying. I'm sure. Damn. How unfortunate for you. There are, of course, the huge negatives about being tall. With, you know, the entire world not being built for you, so, like, everything hurts all of the time. Yes, yeah, that is always a struggle that I have at uni, where it's like, oh yeah, just sit in this chair for a couple of hours. Like, I will die if I sit in this chair for more than 5 minutes. What do you mean? The computer rooms have, like, amazing, like, super expensive, nice adjustable chairs. But that like normal classrooms do not, and it is horrendous. There's this one room where the chairs are so low, I get knee pain in like minutes. It's so bad. But all for the purposes of education, I guess. Science chairs. Actually, the stools I'm okay with. I don't know why, but the stools didn't bother me quite so much as the chairs that were too low. Of course, the chair is too low and the desk is too low. So not only do my knees hurt from them being in a bad position from the chair, my back also hurts because I have to hunch over the table to write. It is terrible. And, yeah. But, I'm a biomedical student, so you see them all the time in college. Oh, that's not great. Biomedical's good, though. Very important, I will say. Yeah, probably one of the most important things that you can study, I would say. By the way, I did just completely abandoning that tree over there. I don't know why I'm doing this one now. And do further biomedical science in uni. Nice. So if you're at college, that means that you still have lessons, right? You're not done yet, are you? Benefits of uni. Right. In the US, no. UK. Yeah. Yeah. I like that shape. It needs some adjusting, of course, but yeah, it's kind of what I hope for when I look at a tree. I want some amount of organic, something to build off. These trees like quite quickly get quite much more skinny. This one I'm going to keep it wide and see if that does something different, I guess. I don't really know. I'm already not a fan of how wide the tree is, so I will be changing it somewhat. Maybe like this, adding some bits. Also, I don't have enough inventory space. It's not inventory space, hotbar space to all of this. Yeah, let's just do that. And let's get some fences, of course, fences and slabs. Definitely going out of oak wood, but it actually doesn't matter because I've got like infinite oak. I don't have a farm, but I do just kind of have loads. I was from where when I did the terraforming for this area, I had to mine a bunch of oak trees, and now I just have infinite oak. I also have a bunch of birch, not quite so much because it was a normal forest, so imagine there were loads of oak to birch. But I think my message to not go through the one after, because you asked whether I was in the US, and I just went, no, UK. Yeah, or it's deaf. No, I answered it very quickly. Yes, I am in the UK. Yeah. Superior place, no. Did it here? All good. Good. Right, let's add a bit of fences to this. Don't want to overdo the fences because they can look a bit weird if there's too many of them. But I certainly want to have them here. This one's going to have to be one of these. Oak wood instead of oak log. I do like how they changed the names so that they're different, but it's also like incredibly confusing for my smooth brain. I cannot half the time figure out which one I actually want. Very annoying. Every time I type log into the creative menu, it always irks me. It's like, that's not what they're called. They're called wood. Yeah, alright, that's good. Gotta get the root system in. Not like that. One direction that it can't go vertical. Yeah, you still have college. Yeah, scammed. That was mean. Nah, I guess, I mean, bet you had a bunch of exams as well. I had exams too, but they were only very small exams, only had 3 of them. It's great. Let's try to have way more, but they made it easy for us this year. It's always the funny thing. I really need to get soul speed. Like, underneath here is soil so that I can run, but I just don't have it. Oh, you do oh, it's B-Tech. You can do B-Tech biomedical? That is odd. I didn't know that was possible. Yeah, here's all my stuff. Oh, it looks like I've already got loads of fences and slabs and stuff. Okay. All good. Must have put it away rather than into the tree box. Yeah. How's this looking? I think we can put some leaves on this now. Bruh. That's the second time you trolled me, so now you're banned. Goodbye. Okay, there we go. I will never see your messages again. Goodbye. You had your chance to redeem yourself. Right. Lovely. Oh, that's odd. Whenever I edit chat, it, like, goes up all on the screen. Don't know why it does that, but now you've got chat times a million. B-Tech is more practical, less exams, you have assignments and stuff. I see. I do know about B-Tech, so I just didn't know you could do it in like a, I don't know. Damn, this sounds pretentious, but I didn't know you could do it in a proper subject. Like when I did physics, it was like, there's just physics. You do physics A level, and if you can't do the A level, well, sorry. You got to do your 1,000,000 physics exams, and if you can't, then do something else. Like it was quite restricted in that sense, I guess. But I'm glad universities are more open, not unis, colleges are more open to doing B-Tech courses and stuff, because they're good. Like B-Tech courses are really, really helpful for people who do not perform well under exams, and it's not like exams are a good way of testing people either. Like for me, I perform well in exams, so I always get an advantage when we have exams. But for people who get very nervous or don't know how to revise properly or all of these different things, it's really, really bad for them and hampers their ability to progress, get the grades they deserve, so much like that. Back, nice. So your editing went well then, I guess. B-Tech, you don't like exams. Fair enough. It's extremely reasonable. Okay, this is slowly forming something. Yep. Oh, you have your oh, lovely. Undiagnosed no dyslexia. Oh, that was actually hilarious. I have a good story about dyslexia. I was in uni, in like, not like the first lesson we ever had, but like a pretty early lesson where we were kind of like getting to know our teachers, getting to know people and stuff like that. And one person was like, oh, I can't read the board. And we were like, it's a ginormous television. What do you mean you can't read it? Like, oh, but all the words are jumbled up. And we were like, you have dyslexia. And we're like, really? Like, yeah. Like, what? No way. Like, bro, you're 18. How did you not figure out that you had dyslexia? That was like genuinely insane. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, the dyslexia is like so bad. Like, I genuinely feel like dyslexia is like so overlooked in terms of like how annoying it is, because it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, you know this thing that most people do like every day? Yeah, now you're just automatically terrible at it and there's nothing you can do. Like, that's annoying. It's genuinely really bad. I think I might be slightly overleafing this. So we might have to kind of heal back on the amount of leafage that we're using. That should be good. Did I not pick that up? No. Glass scam. Literally, the first time my teacher said, "You're dyslexic." Oh. Bit more concrete than just some friends going, "Hey, you're supposed to be able to read." They're one of those people who do like the assignments like the night before they're due and still gets like 60, and it's like, bro. Like, yeah, I work super hard on my assignments, and yes, I do better, but not that much better. Not proportionately better. What a scam. Why did the leaf go inwards? Bro. Like, on exams and stuff, I like revise like crazy. Like people always like, "Oh, how do you do so well on the exams?" It's like, I revised a lot. Everyone's like, "What?" Yeah, not natural talent. Throughout the years in college, it got worse. Are you sure you don't need glasses? Nah, I'm kidding. I don't know. Yeah. You can't see stuff so well over time, then it might just be some kind of seeing problem. I don't know. Who knows? This is why we get professionals to do diagnosis, not some random streamer. Had glasses since you were 10. Oh, interesting. See, I've had glasses since 5, 6, something like that. Like, yeah, I've had glasses for so long. Getting them at 10 is actually quite rare, I think. But, like, to either, like, not notice that you need them, or to, not need them until then. It's quite interesting. I need to sleep. I can't see this tree properly. Let's not fly into the door and die of kinetic damage. But, yeah. That's actually kind of funny. I just realised that. The guy who like came in and trolled for fun, it's like, why would you do it twice? Like, why would you not do it once and then leave? Who knows? After wearing glasses for more than a few years, it makes you look like a raccoon without them. Yep. For me, my glasses hide the absolutely enormous black eyes that I have all the time. Great. My eyes are so big you can't see the fact that even though I like have a really good sleep schedule, I just have dark eyes all the time. It's great. I'm gonna get some more food. I'm gonna grab some carrots. So I need some emeralds. Near 5, I was getting headaches. You had to squint. Oh, dang. Yeah. Shame you didn't pick up on that earlier, because that probably was extremely annoying for you. How much is that? 56? Yeah, that'll do. So, wow, I am the best flyer in the entire world. Flying straight to a building. Short-sighted. Yep. Short-sighted is more common in young people, and I believe long-sighted gets more common as you get older. I guess you get both, which is funny, but you know. Let's get some of these. I should be like actually repairing my tools. Maybe my shovel needs repairing the most. And that did nothing. I guess I'll repair my armor anyway. I'll throw those emeralds out because, as you can tell, I have many. I have all of the emeralds in the entire world. But, yeah. But like the lights and the roads just kind of make this build feel so much more busy and complete. Astigmatism, same, let's go. Astigmatism for the win. Look out a car window and you can't see anything when it's night. I don't have it like ultra severe, but it's just like, when someone's like, "Hey, can you see that?" And it's like night, I'm just like, nope. Nope, I cannot see that. Not at all. There are huge beams of light crossing through my vision. It's super fun. My favorite thing in the whole world. This is the part of the tree building process where I have to kind of go around in circles and add more and more in different places. Try and make it better, I guess. This is about small improvements. Okay. I placed a leaf. You guys get a debuff at night. Yep. Yes, we do. It's a pretty significant debuff sometimes as well. We just need more leaves now, don't we? It just needs to be more. Like, the shape is right, it's just not proportionate, so we just need to work around in circles, expanding the leafage, adding stuff. Kinda, this. Go. Okay. This is working. I think it needs a bit more height as well. Like, we need more leaves on the top. Like, these trees have quite a lot of leaves on the top. I think that looks good. I think we need that here. So maybe we kind of break a couple of these. Try and go up a bit. It's so tricky to make it not a checkerboard. There's always the temptation to make it a checkerboard. You have travel sickness. Oh, yeah. That's one thing I feel like super lucky to not have at all. I'd have zero motion sickness ever. It's a big benefit for being someone who looks at a computer all the time. Great. Like in VR and stuff, I'm like totally unaffected. At least you guys can drink coffee. I don't drink coffee, so meh. Doesn't affect me. I am the kind of guy who feels superior because he drinks tea instead of coffee. Most British version to ever live. Yeah. I drink coffee and milk, not coffee. So you just drink flavoured milk. I mean, I respect that coffee's vile, so yeah. Makes sense. I have more leafage on top still. I still want more. I've made a heart. Hey. Hello, Liz. How you doing? I've had coffee milk since I was 6. Fair enough. Nostalgia and all that, why not? Right. Let's kind of figure out how this is looking. Okay, don't want that. Don't want a pointy tree. I want a nice big round tree. Okay, yep, it is now looking like a pointy tree, so let's expand outwards a bit. I think I drank too much thing with caffeine, so I can't tolerate it anymore. I guess that's good, because caffeine isn't the best thing in the world for you, so yeah. I guess technically you have benefits for that. And peanut butter on waffles in the Discord server. Maybe, but I'm not good with names, I'm gonna be honest. I do recognize that though, I think. Yeah. Not great, but anyway, how are you doing? Either way, let's do that. Not a fan of this part, so let's add some more. That's always the thing with these, is that I can... Okay, I cannot use scaffolding today. A lot of people think I'm weird when I drink my coffee with milk cold. I don't judge, I guess. Yeah. I just don't really care. It's good though. Not caring is the best way to, in my opinion, not caring is the best way to not feel stressed about life. When someone's like, oh, this is happening, okay. Doesn't affect me directly, therefore I can reduce my stress about it. When people are like, oh, I have this opinion, it's like, okay. When people spew political nonsense, I'm like, okay, you do you. Iced coffee is good. Why would that be weird? There's no ice, okay. Wait, so how do you dissolve the coffee then? You have like a tiny bit of hot water to dissolve the coffee and then just add like a liter of milk, or do you dissolve the coffee in cold? Either way, that sounds fairly normal. There's also going to be that person who's like super judgy and it's like, oh, that's terrible, you should never do that. It's like, why not? Doesn't hurt anyone, who cares? It's my coffee habits are affecting you so greatly, then don't. Stop watching me drink coffee. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, I kind of like how this is coming along now, this tree. It's getting to a stage that I like. Needs a bit more work, but you know, that's always the thing with trees for me, is that they never feel complete. I always feel like, oh, if I just add this, it will look better, or if I just change this a tiny bit. And that's probably something that I need to get better at, is being happy with how the tree looks and not changing it again. Yeah, this is coming along nicely, actually. Let's probably zoom out a bit. Yeah, that's a pretty two-dimensional on that side, but I feel like the back is better. Yeah, the back is okay. It needs a bit more. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. I'm gonna do a fly out to make sure the scale is right for it. Half boiling water to add the sugar. Ooh. Don't drink sugar in tea or coffee. But dissolve, then put milk in. Yeah. Sounds very reasonable. That's how you make. I guess that's just how you make an iced coffee, but without the ice, you just put milk in. Milk and ice. Makes sense. Yeah. I want to add a bit more to that, but it's almost there. And then I think I might try and make a building, perhaps. I guess this was kind of like the point, is that I do a little bit of everything. Also, I only drink Polish tea. Okay. Fair enough. Black tea. Fair enough. I know people who drink black tea. I don't. Well, I drink black tea, but I drink it with milk. There are some people who drink green tea with milk, and yeah, they're criminals. Green tea is already like extremely weak. Like, why would you make it weaker? Either way, I think we are. I feel like there's a bit too much. The leaves are a bit too dense around here. Yeah, that's alright. I want to make this look good and also, yeah, make the shape right. Green tea. Yeah, so there's two types of tea. You can get black tea, or you can get green tea, and black tea has been like dried out, and green tea hasn't. So green tea's got a very unconcentrated flavor. It's a lot lighter. And when you make it in a cup without milk, it's green instead of black. And it's different. I'm not a fan of it because of how weak it is, but and people like it a lot. Like, I am boiling to death in my hoodie, so I'm going to take it off. Ooh, builder's tea. Interestingly, builder's tea is even more specific than that, actually. So tea with milk is extremely common, yes, how I drink it. But builder's tea is very specific in that it has a very small amount of milk, and the tea is black tea and extremely strong. That's kind of the whole point, is that it's caffeinated tea made ridiculously strong so that the builders can get fueled and ready, because black tea actually has comparable amounts of caffeine as coffee, so that's why people in the UK drink it so much, because it wakes you up just as much as coffee does. I guess the one thing is that it's I don't know, maybe not quite so palatable to lots of people. I feel like coffee, you can kind of, there's so many different ways of making coffee that you can always make it in a way that someone will like, whereas tea, it's like milk, no milk, sugar, no sugar. That's about it. So yeah, kind of interesting, I guess. Do you know that the tag is supposed to be ripped in half, then you can pull the string, and then you can squeeze the bag. I don't know if that works for all tea, to be honest. But I have seen that before, yeah. I still don't do it because it's easier to just squeeze it out with the spoon that you take it out with. Especially as I'm not going for the strongest cup of tea in the world, so I don't want to be able to like squeeze every tiny little last drop of caffeine out of the bag that I possibly can. Like it's yeah. Not how I do it, but it is useful. I feel like I'm just mindlessly adding to this tree now. Like I'm not really thinking about how the tree is looking. I'm gonna just adding, hoping that it looks reasonable. How's that? I want to get more of these hanging down bits. I think they'll work for this. Actually, I don't think they will work for this tree because it's quite tall. Like this one goes like straight up, and then the leaves on top are quite tall. This one's quite rounded and normal. This one's a bit droopy. But like this one maybe isn't droopy either. Are they already? Maybe I can actually try and figure out what will make this tree look good. It's asymmetrical. That is one thing that can change. Why am I so bad at flying? Was it? Yeah, it was here that he did changing. How do I make this? Like I'm trying to make it too random sometimes. Like I'm overdoing the randomness to the point where it looks like it's trying to be random. Don't know. That sounds silly, but I think you get what I mean. I ran out of leaves. Oh, I have run out of leaves. Oh no, okay, I've got more. I thought I had got loads. Yeah, that's good. I like how the tree kind of almost follows the shape of the branches. That's good. I made a cool end of the video. Teases Whimsicraft. Oh, nice. That's cool. Yeah, having little edity things are always good. I'm not one for like loads of editing and stuff like that, but it does sound cool. Hey, hello. Again, how you doing? Yeah. I think I'm going to leave this tree for now. I'm quite happy with it. It's not perfect. I will say it's not perfect. I'm going to leave it for now. Start doing more replay mod shots. Oh yeah. Replay mod is great. I need to relearn replay mod. And also remember to like only record in short bursts so it doesn't corrupt, because last time I tried to use replay mod, my footage corrupted. When I did the past the build, I recorded the whole thing in replay. But because I recorded for an hour and 40 minutes, the footage just went nah, and decided to disappear on me, which was lovely. Probably didn't help that once I finished past the build, it was quite late, so I just switched off my computer, which is something that replay mod is not really a fan of. This castle unit, I appreciate that. I'm always one to do the fly out just to show off, because I'm proud of this build. Like, come on, it's getting there. It still needs more trees and stuff, but yeah, it's starting to become Filza. He ain't dying well. Filza has something on me that I will never have, is that Filza does not use totems. I will continue to use totems because how do I put this? I guess I care more about the world surviving and me being able to finish this build than having an ego about not using totems. It's like, don't get me wrong, it's very cool that he doesn't use them. However, I like my world like surviving. I prefer it over having that coolness about the world, I guess. Okay, just doing a tiny bit more variation. Elytra breaks. Gato, hello. Just finished exams. Oh, Dre, nice. How do you think your exams went? Alright. What's in the buildings? I will show you. So this building in the middle here is hopefully quite obviously some kind of keep, the central building of the castle, and inside is my bed and a hole. This will be the entrance to the next build I'm going to create, which is a villager prison underground, like all made of stone bricks and really spooky. The rest of the houses are just furnished, just perfectly furnished houses. This one's a church, pews and stuff inside. This one's cool. Big, great hall, big desk, campfires, suits of armor, and then my seat at the back, of course. This is a pretty cool build. Oh, light bearing's back. Awesome. Let's welcome the people who have just arrived. Yeah, I'll just like run around and open all the doors because they're literally just all furnished. This one I'm particularly proud of the interior. So interiors is not something I do too much. I prefer to have functional interiors, so having a purely decorative interior is quite different for me. And then, yeah. This has just got an enchanting table in the middle because I needed it for something, I think I wanted to add function to this room, so I just put an enchantment table in, and if you look in the windows, you can't see it. I was very clever in that if you go up here and look through the window, you can see the beds, but you can't see the enchanting table. And then this room is literally just similar, you know, all furnished up. It's quite cool. And the towers also have some farms, and so there's sugarcane, bamboo, cactus, sheep, for various things. But yeah, it's kind of, I guess, an extremely speedy review of what's happened in this castle over the year or whatever I've been building it. A little suggestion: if you want more functions, have farms beneath builds. Yeah, I like the idea of having a lot of farms in a build. Often that is what I do. However, for this build, I really wanted to focus on the interiors and making it pretty first. Farms will come later, especially the villager prison will be very focused on farms. So for example, my iron farm will move. This currently broken iron farm, I'll figure out what the radius is that it requires, and then I'll put it in a hole. Because it's worth having, but I still want it to function underground and not be visible. When is the next Skywars stream? I will not be streaming Skywars. I am too trash at Skywars to stream it. I wish I was good enough at PvP to be able to stream like PvP Legacy and like duel people in chat and stuff, but unfortunately I am too trash. I would have thought about adding a story. Well, I guess there's some kind of story, but it's more like a visible story rather than a written story. This is more about, this is a castle that exists, that has a prison beneath. And I guess one might say that the castle owns the land around. There'll be fields, a village. Over here is like a little tropical dock area. There'll be some boats. This farm will be removed once it breaks in the next update. All of this kind of thing, it's like, I just want it to feel like a real place. That's the story, is that it's a place. The idea of having villagers roaming this annoys me too much. I hate villagers to the point where I would rather have a slightly dead-looking base, but have to never look at a villager. Make a multiplayer SMP but have mods. I don't like modded Minecraft. I've been kind of conflicted with that for a while. Like genuinely deciding, do I actually enjoy modded Minecraft? And the answer is no. I feel like the part of Minecraft that I enjoy is something that modded Minecraft does not add to. Modded Minecraft, in my opinion, is very, very good at adding something unique. And I think that's cool. Being able to add something to the game that's never been seen before. That is my door, well, not yours, people. I apologize. Wow, I am just the best at the game today. I cannot fly. Right, there we go. Yeah, I think modded is extremely impressive. Being able to build something new from something that's never existed before is extremely cool. I think, yeah, I respect modded Minecraft. I think it's a very cool thing. I don't enjoy it. It's just the thing is. Isn't Whimsicraft going to be partly modded? It's going to be something called semi-vanilla. Semi-vanilla essentially means that it will feel like real Minecraft. This is total vanilla, in that there are no data packs, there are no mods. This world is entirely vanilla Minecraft. Whimsicraft will be semi-vanilla in that it will have some things that are different, I guess. It will have a couple of server-side mods. So, for example, it will be using something called lithium. Unorthodox blocks? No, it will be more vanilla than that. So it's essentially, in the background, there'll be a couple of mods called lithium and stuff like that, and they purely increase server performance. They do not change the game in any manner. The things that aren't vanilla are voice mod. So, for example, if I'm waltzing around the world, flying around, and I come across someone, I can just talk to them and it just works. I feel like you are an only child. What? Dude, do you not know the story of the name of this channel and like the old streams and stuff when I was playing with my brother? Like Lotus SCP, I've not heard of that. I guess it's kind of cringe to say, but we are really basing quite a lot of our ideas off the way that Hermitcraft works. It's a semi-vanilla server, that kind of feel of, it still feels like Minecraft, but there are a couple of different things which are different, more interesting, I guess. History is obviously not great currently, so I'm going to try and make it work better. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's add some roots now. Do this and this. And that. That looks good. Okay. But don't give away our secrets. I think people get that. Come on. But no. Yeah. Semi-vanilla and vanilla is where my, I guess, my passion for Minecraft is. Stuff like true modded Minecraft is cool, but not for me. Which I guess that's why I joined Whimsycraft in the first place, is because it's semi-vanilla. It's exactly what I want in a server. There was something which I didn't really say, but when I really wanted to join a SMP for a very long time, but I always promised myself that I'd be very picky. But I wouldn't just take a server because they invited me. I'd take a server because it was right for me, and Whimsycraft was, and that's really cool. But yeah. This tree shape is quite basic, but honestly, I think it works quite well. I think I'm going to add some fences on top and try and make this quite tall. Like, pretty unreasonably tall compared to the others. I guess not unreasonable, that kind of defeats the point, but you know what I mean, like, it's going to be quite tall. Yeah, like this. Let's get some scaffolding. Here we go. Why do I feel like music's disappeared? Is it just quiet, or did music disappear ages ago and I'm dumb? This. Right, I'm gonna chill for a bit. Good luck with the stream. I appreciate you stopping by. Fun chilling, I guess. Alright. Yeah, I think that's good. We don't really want too many, like, tweaks coming out, I guess. But yeah. Let's work on this. How long do I normally stream for? I will be streaming for 2 hours. Or normally just over. That is my standard stream time. I feel like it works best for me because some people stream for a very, very long time, and that's very impressive, but my voice hurts and I run out of things to speak about. Like, it's gonna just... I stop enjoying listening to my own voice after a while, so that's kind of when I stop. I've had streams continue longer than that when it was like, for various reasons I've had streams longer, but you know, try and keep it an average length of a stream. Other YouTube stream, Twitch streams that are like 10 years long, like, nah. That's very cool. I feel like the idea of people going to bed and coming back and I'm still streaming the same thing just sounds so boring. Like, incredible dedication, but nah. These silent streams. Interesting. I've never considered the idea of doing that. I guess because I like to chat, I guess. When I first decided that I would start streaming, the idea of being motivated to do a project by having to, 1, be consistent, and 2, explain to people what I'm doing, that kind of thing was my biggest motivator for the first crazy project that I did on stream, which was an end project. I was mining the end pillars on my other survival world, and that took me a very long time, but having chat, people to encourage me, especially like the OGs in my chat who have been here since that time. They were so supportive. It was awesome. I was like, yes, I want to finish this project. It was great. Your channel, you don't talk. Is that like just a preference, or do you have like a more specific reason for not talking? Because I'm just genuinely interested. I guess I've never even really heard of a channel like that. Is that something that you decided you were like, you know what, I'm going to make my channel like this? Or is it more like, this is kind of just what happens? Just never talked. Fair enough. So I guess in regard to that, would you ever like consider doing like voice reveal or something? I know that's cringe, but like, is that something you consider? Just genuinely interested. Because for me, like the whole idea of doing like a face reveal, because of course That's something that people ask me all the time. Face reveal? It's like, nope. Not even considering it. So for you, is that just like not an option? Or is it something that you would maybe do at some point? Gacha. Oh, okay, gacha, and then video games. And then you just don't talk. Fair enough. You could do a voice reveal later on. Interesting. Would you like clickbait the absolute god out of it, or would you be more like, I guess, more low-key about it and just be like, hey, yeah, I have a voice, I'm not a robot, you know? Which people will be like, oh yeah, your voice is like robotic, and I'm like, I think it's just gruff because I don't drink enough water. Q&A. I could probably do a Q&A at some point, I guess, but it's the kind of thing where it's like, it's a good milestone video, but I don't really care about milestones, so it's like, do I want that? I guess that's something that I would discuss with my community, Discord community and stuff like that. Like, do you care about my milestones? Because I don't. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what keeps me chill about YouTube and stuff like that. People are like, I guess some people are like really into YouTube, which is cool, but I don't want to get like super attached to numbers and stuff like that, so I don't really care. And that is maybe strange for some people. I don't care about. Don't care about the numbers at all. The subscribers, people are like, oh, do you have any subscriber goals? No. What you gonna do when you hit 500 subs? Nothing. Say woo and move on. Like, the same thing I did when I hit 200. Oh, cool. Like yeah. Happened live as well, which was hilarious because it was like, wow, I hit it live. I don't care. Boyfriend is bad. He tries to look at all the analytics. Yeah. Like, constantly staring at analytics is so bad. It's the best way to make you never want to make a video ever again. So, yeah. When it's like your living and like it's your salary, fair enough. But when it's a hobby, putting numbers on a hobby is a terrible idea. Like, I guess it comes back to the whole idea of like hustle culture, where it's like everything that I do has to make money. It's like, no, it doesn't. You're allowed to just enjoy yourself. Yeah, you're allowed to just do what you want to do. And if no one cares, no one cares. You care, that's all that matters. I feel like some people are so set up on doing what's cool, what they should be doing, rather than doing what they want to do. And it's not good. Okay, we are now at the stage where I like the shape of the tree, and we need to go into expansion mode, where we just make the tree bigger, or specifically make the canopy bigger. It's fairly easy to make the canopy bigger, it just requires some time and thought. That is the one thing about custom trees, I like making them. They're kind of tricky to do on stream because you have to concentrate so much. But, yeah. Feeling like I'm introducing patterns and stuff to the build, but at the same time, I need to not focus on not having patterns, otherwise it turns into a checkerboard very quickly if you don't. Like, oh, I placed 3 leaves in a line there. It's like, yes, you have to do that, otherwise it turns into a checkerboard, and that's bad. obviously there'll be bits that I can change, but generally I should be careful to not care so much about it being... Okay, that's actually not where I wanted to place that. This... I'm out of leaves. Alright, let's go grab some leaves real quick. I've got one. Incredible. Yep. Okay, we do have a good home. Let's go and demolish some trees real quick. And I think I should be getting rid of these big trees because they have like the leaf to wood ratio is way better, but I'll say I don't really care. There was a I did consider at one point removing this hill. Because I was like, oh, what if this was like all flat farmland for like miles? That'd be so cool. But at the same time, it's like, that would get boring. Imagine tilling all of that. It would take so long. I mean, I guess it's going to take so long anyway, but still. I'd rather not till dirt for 1,000 blocks. But yeah, I did consider removing this mountain, but I'll show you why I won't. Like, removing hills and stuff isn't too bad. It doesn't take that long. Like, you set up a couple beacons, you go down in layers, you record it as a time lapse, get a cool shot out of it. Like, it's not hard, it's just like takes effort and time, which I have plenty of. So let me show you why I won't be doing this hill. This hill is flipping huge. It's giant. It would be so much flipping effort to get rid of it. It's just not worth it at all. It's also like technically connected to the rest of the mountains, like over here. Like, I'd have to remove this part, because otherwise I'd literally just be removing everything for like a kilometer, which is not a good idea. I would do that on creative. I will not be doing that in survival. Like, there are limits to the amount of time that I have on my hands. Actually, kind of liking these trees out front. They definitely break up the skyline a bit. For a while, the skyline was super just like spruce wood and stone and nothing else. But now as you walk in, the skyline slowly reveals itself. And as I put more trees in, it'll be even more like that, where you kind of discover stuff as you walk in, which I think is really, really nice. It's definitely better than you just being able to see everything instantly. When stuff is discovered, it's almost more valuable. So this kind of expanded that a bit too much on that side. So kind of got a lopsided tree now, which is probably realistic, but not my favorite looking thing. So we'll remove it. Yeah, that looks good. This side's now very sparse. I guess that's why I literally have a scaffolding here. Scaffolding's a bit close though. Where's the thing, you gotta have the scaffolding a couple blocks back, otherwise you just can't see what you're doing. Pretty annoying. Scaffolding with tree building is actually like insanely painful because you just have to constantly move it. Like, oh wow, I placed 3 leaves and now I need to move the scaffolding again. Insanely painful. I have to be careful, like whenever it attaches the tree, I always want to like make a good solid ring of leaves around, but I need to be careful in making sure that all of the tree is equally as like airy, otherwise it just looks bad. Let's do this. Hey, this is a fun challenge that I was doing earlier. I was building, I think I mentioned that I was building my Whimsicraft starter base, and I want it to be like complete so I can kind of just almost copy and paste it into the world, because I kind of don't want to, when it's a starter base, there are quite a lot of materials and I don't want to have to over gather materials really badly. Later on in the day, I have to mod 3 streams. All the same streams. Wait, what? 1, you're a mod, that's cool. 2, how can the same person stream 3 times in one day? I don't understand. Like, that's either insane dedication or the oddest sleep schedule to ever exist. One of those two. Maybe both. Go say, okay. I kind of want to make sure I'm leaving air in the tree. So, otherwise it looks bad. Oh, you mod a Whimsicraft person. Ah, nice. That's good. Yeah. I think as a streamer, having mods is so good. Like, I have 2 mods, and them just, like, occasionally appearing and helping out with chat stuff is so good. Genuinely. Okay, I think this tree is almost getting to a place that I like it. Wait a second. Brown-dyed lime, lily of the valley. Do I have them? Hold on, I might buy those. So I don't know if I have an lily of the valley. Flowers. No. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna quickly buy some of them. Knuckle sleep. How many can you normally buy from Wandering Trader? It's 5, isn't it? I'm using a block of emerald anyway. Wow, I actually successfully flied out of my storage. Flied. Incredible. I'm just the best at English in the whole world. I successfully flew out of my storage system without smacking my head on a roof. Incredible. Right, where's this Wandering Trader gone? There you are. Hello, sir. I would like to buy this. 7. Oh, okay. That's more than I thought. Give me your leads. Where's the other lead? I hate when I get scammed out of my 2 leads. Let's do a 3B. It might be so. Where is it? Probably somewhere stupid like inside the leaves of a tree or something dumb. Just despawned. Oh well. I've got 1. Do my cats have names? I believe some of them do. Hold up. Yeah, this one is called Magnus, and I've got Cinders, but all the other cats don't, so if you have a name suggestion, I would be happy to take a name suggestion. Absolutely. Flowers. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Okay, from afar that tree looks good. Might be one of my favourites actually. It's just a really good average tree. It's a bit of work, but that's not where I want it. I'll reach. I'm too short. Okay. Cecilia. Ooh. It's a good name for a cat. I'll do that right now. Cat. Oh, okay. I hate scaffolding. I always feel like with scaffolding, like, I'm always confident to walk on it without crouching, and then I fall off all the time. Maybe I'm just bad at the game. Who knows? Let's grab a name tag. Do I have an anvil? I don't know if I have an anvil. Let's have a quick check. No, I have a name tag though. Tool's good. Down here somewhere. Okay. I thought I had a name tag. Do I have it somewhere else? Oh, I have a thing called horses. No, that's just saddles and armor. Maybe over here. Name tags. Yes. Do I have an anvil? And if... Oh, I'd have one in furniture, I think. Yeah. I keep stuff in weird places. No, wait, workstations, maybe. Yes. Haha. I know where I keep stuff. Yeah. So, there we go. Great. Now, I'm pretty sure there isn't a choice on the colour of cat, unfortunately. Nope, but I'll put it with this bunch. So now we've got 3 named cats. Very nice. Hopefully, once the villager setup exists again, we can have even more cats of different colours and stuff. That would be good. Where does this live? Where am I? My memory, incredible. Streamer memory. Right. There we go, looking good. Alright. More trees, more roads, or maybe a building. I think maybe we could plan out, just do a wireframe of a building. Kinda done with doing trees for a little bit. Like, I enjoy doing trees, but not 5 trees in a row. By the way, out the front here, underneath the gate, I probably won't have a tree. Even though there is no portcullis and one wouldn't fit inside that part, it just feels like it's more of an entrance. Fix the cedar because it's a flower and white like the lily of the valley. Makes sense. Makes sense. I didn't know that at all, but very cool. Maybe I could throw a couple of slabs in, actually. That would work. Or would it work, actually? Actually wouldn't work because I can't really put them in without... Actually, I think I can. You know what? I'm chatting rubbish. Let's get some andesite and put some slabs in. I'll use them quite sparingly, so there'll be like a couple of slabs, but not loads. So it looks like it's worn down bits rather than like an actual path. And I don't think we'll use any polished andesite because it's quite a different colour. Like these two, they're quite different. So throw a couple in every now and again. Just try and probably mostly on the corners. Like here. It's just better. Here and here maybe. Yeah. Don't want to overdo it. Just add a couple. Yeah. I didn't make enough. Okay, let's get some andesite. I kind of want to finish doing these because I think it's adding a lot. Nice. I literally took my hand off my keyboard then. When I fly, I often take my hand off my keyboard just because there's no point in having it there. So when I fly into trees, it's very annoying. Hopefully there's some andesite. Actually, no, there isn't. I've used so much andesite that there's none left in that spiral staircase bit. I have to fly into here and find some. Pretty sure there's some down here. This is my first cave. This is where I got all my first diamonds. That's kind of in the ceiling. If there's a better patch somewhere else, maybe. Nope, this is just all deep slate. Oh, actually, I lied. There is some here. It's extremely dark, so we're going to do the age-old trick of throwing shaders on so I can see. Definitely not cheating. No, it's aesthetic. It's cool. It's definitely not so I don't have to go and grab some torches. We won't get too much of this. We won't sit in the cave too long. Don't really need to. I guess we'll probably only need a stack. See much point in getting more. Like technically, it would be better to get enough to last me a little while, but also I don't care. And just wanna finish doing one thing rather than like having 5 different things going at the same time, which I still have. But I guess technically I'm done with the roads now, so that's one less thing to think about all the time. But the trees, I guess just generally they're natural stuff. The trees, I'll put some tall grass in as well. I have some like patches of tall grass. It looks like it hasn't been like cut for a little bit. I guess technically it would be like scythed or something because this is a medieval style, but either way, it would be different. I'm not going to use too much to begin with. I don't want to like way overuse slabs and just have like a million andesite slabs with nothing to do with them. I think almost used all of the ones that I need already. Oh, I used spruce there. That's bad. Let's not do that. Let's change it up. 5 gravel on me? Oh, okay, we'll just have to do a bunch of andesite, and it'll just look a bit bad. This, that. Yeah. Alright. I think the roads might be done. Yeah, I think the road's well, actually. I think there's going to be something big here, so we actually need a path to it. Or do we? Actually, I'll show you something that I built before or that I might build in again. So this build over here is actually quite small, but because it's tall and uses the same block palette as these other buildings, it still feels like one of the grand builds rather than one like that. So I guess the interior helps too, because, you know, all bright and tall, which is better. So yeah, I probably will have will have another posh building here. So is that a good path to it? Maybe like that. Yeah, that's a bit long actually, because I kind of do want the build to fill most of this space in. I guess I can have like a little porch area and then the actual building's more over here. That'll work. I don't have any gravel on me. Nice. Let's get some gravel. I don't even know if I have any. I have some as... Why am I yawning? It's not that like late at night or anything. Like what? Maybe being woken up is more problematic. There we go. Alright, okay. We now have a selection of good paths to work with when we build new buildings. Nice. What's next? Don't know, I feel like I'm at like a complete stage. Actually, I did say I'd wireframe one of these. Let's do some wireframing. I actually find wireframing pretty enjoyable. One of my favorite parts of doing like actual builds is figuring out exactly where I want it to be and how it's going to be made. And that's fun. Okay. Why do I have so much oak wood? Spruce. Sticks. Crafting table. I don't know if crafting tables should actually go in furniture or not. But I guess if chests aren't either, then there actually wouldn't be much in this chest, so maybe not. Wait, some of these are jungle, aren't they? Yeah. Of course they are. Oh, I actually had loads of jungle. I used it for building palm trees, so I'm not really surprised that I had some left over. Alright, gravel. Another rack. Where be the nether rack? Actually, when I did my starter base, I literally like labeled every chest in the design, because I was like, if I'm building this, I might as well build it. If I'm going to design it, I might as well design it fully. So I was like, well, if I want to have a schematic to place in the world, I might as well make this schematic exactly what I want. So I like made sure to label all the chests with exactly what I need, so that I'm organized immediately, which is always nice. Like, there's always, when you're doing your organization, you always forget about something, and then you're kind of like screwed because you don't have my leaf box. Oh, you know what? I'll just empty the leaf box for a bit. It'll probably be filled up next stream or the stream after when I do a few more trees. So, yeah, scaffolding. Where does that live? There's a chest for scaffolding somewhere. I don't know where it is. Here we go. Leads. Yeah. Oh, I'm back to an even number. Yay. I had a suspicion that was the case. Right, let's fly up and look. Now, one thing is that the tops of these walls are really boring. I wonder if I need to change anything about that. Or whether they're so grand and awesome that actually having some amount of smooth, or they're so, I guess because there's the gradient, there's the jaggedy bits, the towers, maybe having some amount of smooth is good. Keep it a bit more basic for some of it. But yeah, let's grab some netherrack, because netherrack is my designated planning block for this build. I find that is something that can be quite helpful, because if you have a block that you know is for planning that's super bright and easy to mine, I would recommend either slime or netherrack. It can actually be a really helpful tool to have while you're building. So I'm going to remove that, because that's probably where the doorway will be. I will build like this, and then I guess I'll push this back a little bit so we can fit something in. This will probably be quite a long build. Probably the best way to fit lots in. Why are there mobs in here? There should not be mobs in there. The whole point of this castle is that it's totally safe. The building... I know. Make this longer, so we can have an extremely long room. And then pull it back, maybe. Yeah, maybe like this is good, because we don't want it like pushed right up against the hill. It would look a bit weird if it was right up against it. Of course I don't have any dirt. Why would I actually have the blocks that I need to build with? But yeah, and then for this one, I think this is going to be a smaller build, so it doesn't really need anything cool. Like this one, this bit's taller, or having the chimney, or anything like that. It doesn't really need any of that, so I can kind of leave it like this. It'll be designed in a similar way to this one, kind of stealing the block palette. So lots of stone bricks, cobblestone, and a bit of this smooth stone. Smooth stone is not something I've used pretty much anywhere else, and it's good. It's good because it kind of flags this build as being a bit different. I appreciate that. Of course, I do my showy off fly in the sky. But yeah, I think epic is a good word. I like epic because it doesn't just mean like good. It also means like large, impressive because of how large it is, which I like. Why are there zombies? Get out of here. I mean, I guess technically that building is spawnable. That's probably why there are zombies all over it. But you know, yeah. All right. I thought that was a burning mob. I was so confused then. I was like, is there a baby zombie outside my door? Nope, it's just me being silly. Yeah. Wait, have I run out of... I literally had enough netherrack to wireframe one build. That's crazy. I had like 40 netherrack or something. I don't know, I'm pretty bad at like predicting how many blocks it requires to build something, I guess. Now this build, I kind of wanted to make it shaped a bit like this, maybe? Like that. The reason why I wanted this odd shape is so that it kind of uses more of the space. And then back here, I think a garden would be cool to have around the back of a build, so it feels a bit more grand. What am I making? This like thing here, I'm just like doing some little plans for the next building that I want to make in this. You can see that I've got multiple little buildings, all kind of similar. This one is going to be similar to this build at the back. A little bit smaller, a little bit more reserved. It's going to be similar to that. But this one is... this one over here, I think I'm going to try and make it more like the tall builds. So more like this one. Obviously it can't be exactly like this one because this one's huge. We don't have the space for that, but very nice. I appreciate it. Here I then want a door and then some garden of some description. Probably just have some like a privacy bush like this with the vines. It's like if you don't have the vines, it can be kind of see-through. Leaves are pretty see-through without vines, but with this it's very much like a privacy bush. So if you're walking this way, you kind of can't really see into that window. I guess the issue is that when you're like right up close to the window, it's too tall and you can't really see. Whereas when you're over here standing on these blocks, you can. So you want to have the privacy bush, and I want to have a similar thing here on this bit of road. Because like having a road right past your garden, you'd kind of want to have a nice tall bush. I probably won't have a fence. I have used like privacy fence like this, you see. But this is actually because there's a shooting range behind. I felt that it would be more fitting to have actual wooden boards to stop the arrows rather than having, I guess, just having leaves. Doesn't seem sturdy enough to stop an arrow. But unfortunately, we're kind of at the point where it's like I don't normally stream much longer than this, but I'm kind of in the middle. So what will happen is that over the next week, I will design these two builds. I'll make a backup of this world. I'll hop into creative, and I'll kind of do some designing, do some crafting, and then we'll come back next stream and we'll have some cool designs to put in these wireframes. But yeah, I do think this is everything that I want to kind of show off all of that stuff today. It feels like I've simultaneously done a lot and not much. It's like, oh yeah, I built 2 trees and some paths. But the build feels so much more complete. It feels like everything is now connected. They're not just isolated builds standing in a field, actually part of a lived-in structure. And I feel like I've improved at making the trees. So I'll be able to build more of them in the future on these blocks, and then over there'll be one over here, probably in the corners. So yeah, I do think this is going to be everything for today's stream. So yeah, I appreciate everyone who stopped by. But yep, I think it is time to say goodbye. Bye. Bye, Nightmare Inc. I appreciate you staying a long time. Bye, Golden Boy. Bye. Great people. Bye.